treated. Yeah, absolutely. Everybody should always treat everybody with kindness and love other people. But you just have to accept that a lot of people aren't going to do that. So instead, it's just about all of us doing our part to treat people with kindness, I think. You know? Okay, so who, and then let's get to the what. What was the specific thing I wrote the song about? Because for me, this song was triggered by a very, very specific thing, and it was a phone call. And the phone call is something that I talk about in the second verse of the song, which is the lyric is, "It's not a boss move when you call and preach, ready to disprove, you hang up, that's weak. Don't need to argue, 'cause I know I'm right." I love that lyric. It's so sassy, but I love it. You're a jerk who's rude. I hope you see the light. Okay, so basically, what happened is, so this was somebody who I was really trying to get their approval, and I just really wanted them to like me. I wanted them to be my friend. I wanted them to think I was good enough. And after like months of trying really hard for them to accept me and to have their approval, they 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 got my hopes up. And they were like, "You know what? Like I'll talk to you. Like let's talk. I'm impressed by you. Let's talk. And hang out and on the phone. Let's call." And so I was so excited because I was like, "Oh my gosh, like they're actually gonna give me their time of day and we can actually talk and this is so exciting." And so I was really, really excited to talk to them. I talked to them and basically they totally faked me out, like totally manipulated me because they had texted me being like really getting my hopes up. And then once we got on the phone, it was literally a 30-minute lecture about how like I'm not good enough. Literally, a 30-minute lecture about you don't know what you're doing all this wrong, you're ugly, you aren't very good at anything. It was literally like in the Cinderella story movie with Hilary Duff, where she has the evil stepmom, and the evil stepmom goes to Cinderella and goes, "Sam, there's something I've been meaning to tell you for a while. You're not very pretty, and you're not very bright, and you don't have much of a future. Ah, that feels good to get off my chest." And then they just leave. And it was basically that. And then basically where it got to the point where I was ready to be like, that's not true. They hung up on me. And were like, "Bye." And they were just so obnoxious, so rude, so condescending, so demeaning. And at first, I was really hurt. I was really, really hurt. But later, as I thought about it and I got to it, I realized, you know what? I don't need them. I don't. I can find somebody else. And there was no point of me even fighting back. So I'm really happy that I didn't fight back because you know what? They think that about me. And I don't care what they think. I don't need to argue my worth to them because I have worth in Jesus. I have hope. I have worth in God. We all do. And He's no better than I am. And I'm no better than He is. Like I said, we're all equal. And so why even try? But that was the specific what that I wrote the song about, which was that phone call. And not gonna lie, at the time it was a pretty kind of traumatizing. Is the fan still on? I don't know what's happening with the fan. It's so annoying. I don't know. Can you still hear it? Can you still hear it? Or is it good? Is that good? Hopefully it's good. But then I realized that, you know what? It's fine and it's all meant to be, and I'm not meant to have him in my life. And so that was the what in the specific phone call. So who, what, Where? Where? So basically, the phone call happened in a car, and it happened at 3 o'clock on May 17th. See, I really remember 3 o'clock on May 17th last year, and and I remember it happened in a car, it happened in a parking lot because, oh, yes, still able to hear you so good. Oh, thank you. I'm so happy you can. And so then basically I was like on the phone and in a car, in the passenger seat of a car, in a parking lot, pulled over. And then I was like, I feel like my whole life just changed. And I know that sounds dramatic, but it was a really deep, intense relationship that had been going on for months. And it was like for months, I was just trying to impress this person. And so it was devastating at the time, but honestly, I'm super thankful for it now because it made me so strong. It really did, and it made me the person who I was, and it changed my life. And at that point, I really stopped caring what other people thought of me. And I just said, you know what? I don't care what the world thinks. I don't care if the world thinks I'm dumb. I don't care if the world thinks I'm a loser. I don't care. Like, I'm just gonna do me, and I'm going to live to glorify God, and I don't care what anybody thinks of that. And anybody can judge me, anybody can say anything they want. They can demean my looks, they can think I'm a nerd, they can hate my personality, they can hate me. I don't care because I'm just going to answer to God. I'm going to live every day. I'm going to wake up. I'm going to try my best. I'm going to try to be a good person. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters. And I'm not going to let any bully have the power over me to make me sad. You know, it's like, it's part of me is so stubborn that I'm like, you know, because I was like, because he was like, because while we were on the phone, he was like driving on his way to a vacation. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to sit here on this Friday night, sitting in my bed, crying because he hurt my feelings so bad while he is at his freaking beach house. Okay? I'm not going to do that. Okay? I'm just not. I'm gonna we're not doing that. We aren't playing that game. Uh-uh. Nobody's gonna have the power over me to make me sad because I'm determined to live a happy, joyful, optimistic, good life. And no and it's like life is hard enough a lot and life circumstances are hard enough and things happen and things happen to people you love and sickness, like all types of stuff, mental health issues. You know what I mean? There's just so much stress in life that it's like the last thing you need to do is spend any time worrying about what some know it all who's very insecure thinks of you. Because the truth is, people's judgment always comes from insecurity. Always comes from insecurity. Like, always. Like, because even think about it. Whenever you judge somebody, haven't you judged them because you've been having an insecure day or because you're not feeling good about yourself that day? Yeah, it always comes from insecurity. So don't worry. Right, when people try to hurt my day, it just makes me laugh. That's the best way to do it. It's always good to laugh it off. Like, I love to laugh off, like, when people say something mean about me. So I do find it funny. And it's like, you almost have to be flattered that somebody would, like, take the time out of their day to, like, even say that. You know what I mean? It's just like, okay. Okay, so who, what, when, where? Well, then I told you the where. It was, yeah, in the parking lot. And then why? Why I wrote this song. I needed to get it out, and I needed to get it out transparently. And it was one of those songs. My 18th birthday is in 2 days. That is so exciting, Brendan. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy for you. Oh my gosh, I hope you have the best 18th birthday ever. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Brendan. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. I love you so much. I hope you have the best day ever. You deserve it. Yeah, so then the why. I really wanted to write this song authentically,